Heisman hype is experiencing something we haven't witnessed before. After 6 weeks of college football, a quarterback is not in the top two. Running back Ashton Jeanty of Boise State currently has the best odds, and then it's Mr. Colorado, cornerback wide receiver Travis Hunter right behind him. Jeanty's story features a football journey that started on military bases in Europe and then later on high school football fields in Texas, where he was an overlooked three-star recruit with offers from schools like Tulane, Kansas, and Cal. Well, he chose the blue turf, and since then he has been nearly unstoppable. Jeanty is currently on pace to break Barry Sanders' records for most rushing yards and most rushing touchdowns before the Heisman voting deadline on December 4th. He's also on pace to be the first player in FBS history to have 100 rushes and average at least 10 yards per carry. And the only player in college football with over 1,000 rushing yards so far this season, Boise State star Ashton Jeanty joins us now on SportsCenter. Ashton, you're averaging nearly 11 yards a carry. Some have called you the human first down. What do you think of that nickname?
I like you, man. I can't lie. That's pretty cool. But, just blessed to be able to put up those stats and, have such a great O-line, receivers, tight ends, even my fullback, Tyler Crow. That's how I've been able to have that success.
Back in March, in an interview with Pro Football Focus, you said that you wanted to have 2,500 all-purpose yards, 20-plus touchdowns, and that you're going to be in New York for the Heisman Trophy ceremony. Why did you believe that back in the spring?
Well, just the work that I put in during the offseason, not even just me, but me and my teammates, just how we were pushing ourselves, getting better each and every single day. And, I kind of had some hype coming from last season, and, I seen what I was able to do and what we were able to do as an offense and, the success I had. But, I wanted to take it a step further and, put some big goals in front of me and just really shoot for the stars.
You did that Heisman pose after your fourth touchdown against Washington State here. You're at the top of every Heisman conversation right now. What would it mean to be the first running back to win the Heisman since Derrick Henry back in 2015?
Yeah, it would mean a lot, not just for me, but I think for the position of, running backs, and then just the award itself, because lately it's been a Power 5 quarterback award, but just shedding light that, no matter where you're at, if you're a talented player, you will be recognized and you'll be rewarded for it.
I know it's early, but after 5 games, over 1,000 yards, you have a chance to break Barry Sanders' NCAA single-season rushing record of 2,628 yards from 1988. Is that something on your radar? Is that part of those goals?
Yeah, it wasn't at first, I'm not going to lie, because I was like, man, that's a lot of yards. But, now that I've been continuing to have success and, I'm on track to do it, it's definitely a goal now, just to keep this rolling and, break a record that's been around for 30-plus years.
Listen, you could have added to that if you played in the second half of some of these games. You're averaging over 7 yards a rush after contact. That's double the amount before contact. Why are you so effective after being hit?
My mentality is not to let the first person tackle me, every time I step on the field. And I feel that I've been able to show that and, just making teams quit, and not wanting to tackle me.
Yeah, and you saw them eventually wear down. And by the way, you didn't wear down when you had the chance to leave Boise State. You could have jumped to a Power 4 school, a handful of NIL deals. Why did you decide to stay?
Yeah, so the most important thing for me was the team. All my brothers on this team, I couldn't, think about walking out on them and, all the relationships that I've built. And, I have a great group of coaches, it's just not all about the money for me. And, I've just wanted to leave a legacy here. And I've seen the impact that I've been able to have on the community, the players, just, everyone around in Boise. And, I just couldn't skip out on that.
It's an incredible message, especially the idea of teamwork. I heard you have a friendly bet with your offensive lineman. What is it?
Yeah, so if I don't rush for 2,000 yards, then I got to cut my locks off. So looks like I'm pretty close. So I think I'm good for right now.
That's actually a really good bet. Now, if you do go over 2,000 yards, then what happens?
Well, so his name's Mason Randolph, but he said he's going to get the amount that I rushed for tatted on him.
Well, you're well on your way, and I love that. I love that teamwork back and forth. And another backstory with you is you grew up playing football on a military base in Italy. What was that experience like for you growing up?
Yeah, it was different. Most people don't get to leave their country, their state, but not only to live overseas and be able to play sports. I mean, traveling to different countries, Germany, France, Spain. I got to see the world at a young age and play football. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the competition wasn't always the best, but the biggest thing that I got from it was the experience, and I got to see a lot of different things and just become more cultured.
Ashton, we really appreciate you joining us. Best of luck against Hawaii this weekend, and we wish you the best of luck the rest of the season. Stay healthy, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.